After the program, can you go and see 4 goal states about the environment. Goal number 6, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, 4 goal states of the environment in different ways. And many programs we have conducted in our civil college about the environment. We are also member of the International Eco Club. Almost all of you are member in the International Eco Club, and also we have undergone all kinds of audits, all the green audits. So also we got different awards. Actually, we got different awards. Best Green Campus Award from the Nature Science Foundation. And all those we entered the civil college, we admire the environment and sustainability, I can say. And also, we have the college campus 351 floors, 351 floors, and another 52, if I am not mistaken, floors we have different kinds of animals and birds, and all the rest are put up in the entrance of the college that is near the hostel. So it is an environment-friendly campus. It is a biodiverse campus, biodiversity campus. That is, we are safeguarding all the environment and medicinal plants. If I am not mistaken, more than 50 medicinal plants we have on the campus itself. So one simple example that you can see, that as the department, we had a competition about this medicinal plants. From the college campus, just I picked up more than 25 plants. I told them to find out what are the qualities of medicinal qualities of this particular that is the plant. And to say the truth, our students got first prize. That is in the National Medical Camp, something they conducted in the VAP. So Xavier College got first prize. So everything from our college campus we are taken. So it is a bio-rich campus. Xavier College is a bio-rich campus. And also for the lab, we are given some practices. One is a zero-rich campus. Because all the students are not using any plastic items. They are even bottles also. They are using metal bottles. And they are very plastic-free campus. And also very happy to say, all the students will know, we have a solid waste management in our campus, and there is a working composting of course related to the solid waste management, and also we have a liquid waste management. All the grey water is converted into clear water, all the washroom and restroom waters are recycled. We have a sewage treatment plant we have, so that it is converted into good water which is used for gardens as well as clean water. And also we have a chemical waste management treatment. We have chemical treatment plant also we have from the laboratory chemistry, biochemistry, microbiology, and physics, and all the chemistry, zoology. That is water chemical waste comes out of it. It is treated and it is converted into good water. And also we have a e-waste management. All the waste which is produced in the college, it is sent for recycling. So I am very happy the college, the management, and the staff and the students have taken the great initiative of managing safeguarding the civil college campus. And also I can say each department are taking care of this waste management project. Solid waste is taken by the Department of Chemistry, liquid waste by the Department of Zoology, and the chemical waste again by the Department of Chemistry, and e-waste by the Department of PC and Computer Science. So my dear students, you also must be happy already in all this matter what I am telling. So since external people are there, just I want to insist on this point. So it is a zero waste campus at Green College. So we have all the rights to celebrate. That is today's program. That is a young. What is the topic? Young environmental stewardship. So all each and every one of us, starting from the students till the last secretary, all of us are taking care of the environment. So you are practicing your stewardship. So what is my request is, you must become more committed and personally also not only in the campus, wherever you you are, you must be the stewards of environment. That is my wish and prayer also. At the same time, I want to thank all those who have come to our college. As the chief guest from the Xavier board, we have both president as well as the secretary. It is a rare opportunity, both of them to come on the one stage and help us and conduct the program. So special word of thanks to Dr. Xavier as well as Dr. Lisa, both the president as well as the secretary, our chief guest from the deputy director CMC, that is Vellore Chaco, and we also have a resource person, that is Dr. Xavier, and we have our management staff members, and they have taken a special initiative and worked hard. They are staying till we know it is a normal process till 7 o'clock, even 8 o'clock. They will be in the campus and they will be planning and also be conducting special water tracks to all of them and God's blessing. And also many of you have come from different colleges. In a short notice, we have arranged this program because we have a CA examination 29 years starting, followed by we have a semester practicals and followed by semester theory exam also we have. And meanwhile, we are also waiting for a back theory visit for the fourth cycle. Anytime we get the date. So with all these programs, we are also happy to arrange this national that is a youth program to give more awareness about the environmental stewardship, what is the responsibility of young people and various populations are there. We didn't want only the listeners, we also want active participants. So many young people over here, we are going to present their innovative ideas, we are going to participate in various populations, group populations, individual populations are there, everything about the environment. So you also take a special step and initiative. You are also going to spend 2 days in a constructive purpose. So I want to thank the team who are organizing as well as the people who are come from different states and also my own students and the staff members for organizing and taking part in the program. So thank you very much. God bless all of you and have a encouraging day.
Thank you, sister, for that wonderful encouragement and for enlightening us on the theme. May I now request our chief guest, Dr. Xavier, Deputy Director, Christian Medical College, Vellore, to kindly come forward and deliver the inaugural address.
Good morning. First of all, I would like to thank Sister Xavier and the entire organizing team and Xavier College for inviting me to be part of this national level leadership fiesta on youth environmental stewardship. It is an honor and a privilege to be among the esteemed faculty here, and it's very lovely and refreshing for me being in the hospital environment and working in the IT, to step out of the hospital environment and to be among all of you, so many vital youth for here and academically. So before I talk about youth environmental stewardship, I want to spend a few minutes on the word stewardship. Stewardship is a word which we all sometimes take very lightly, we use it, like in the hospitals we talk about antimicrobial stewardship. Stewardship, it's a very powerful word, a word which has got a very deep meaning. And I want you all to remember 4 important principles about this word. First of all, the word stewardship, it instills a sense of ownership. Okay? Ownership. So God has commissioned all of us to be in charge of the earth's resources. Right? So unless we have a feeling of ownership, we will not feel the need to pay attention to it. I don't know how many times you may have crossed maybe, a pile of garbage which is lying around. And then you not just walk past it, not really bother about it. Okay, yes, our own area, our campuses, our houses, we keep clean. But how many of you think of any other area beyond our society and our own? And I think that's one thing which stewardship. Stewardship means ownership. Another very important point stewardship means it instills a sense of responsibility. So God owns everything, right? Okay, but we are supposed to manage what He has given us. We are asked to take care of whatever belongs to God. And so while owners have rights, stewards have responsibilities. Okay, so you actually own that place. Okay, you are responsible for this entire place. And the third point which I want to talk about stewardship is accountability. Many of us are familiar with the Bible, know about the parable of the talents. I'm not going to go into that, but we all are accountable for what has been given to us. God has given us all this. We are accountable for what He has given us. And last point for stewardship is when you are faithful stewards, you will be rewarded for it. So just these 4 points about stewardship, I want you all to remember. You own the environment. You are responsible for it. You are accountable, and finally you will get the reward. So keeping these points in mind, the topic of youth environmental stewardship is very, very crucial, very important. Okay? Given all the challenges which are faced by our environment, from climate change, deforestation, pollution, loss of biodiversity. Many times, we don't get very comfortable in our own little zones, in our houses, in our beds, okay, because we have a place to sleep, our houses are fine. Okay, but when you actually see pictures of places which are devastated because of global warming, maybe animals lost, their crops lost, because of severe rain or drought. So those are things which should actually touch you and should challenge you. Okay, so please be concerned about the environment. Take this problem seriously. Because the consequences of this environmental challenges are far-reaching. At this point, it's not affecting us, but at some point, it will affect our health. And it may be affecting our health even now. We may get to know about it many years later. And not just our own health, but the entire flora and fauna which we see around us is affected by the problems which face the environment. But whenever there's a challenge, I look at it as an opportunity, right? Okay, so every challenge, we shouldn't be burdened or pushed down by that challenge, but we should look at it as an opportunity. Okay? And it's an opportunity for us, for all of you, all of the young minds who are sitting here, to rise up to the occasion and to be change makers our world needs. We are custodians of tomorrow, and it is our responsibility to safeguard the environment for future generations. So how can you embark on a journey of environmental stewardship? What's the first thing about environmental stewardship? So ma'am was asking about sustainable goals, and you all answered it, and then she asked about how we were protecting the environment. There was a little bit of silence on the part of the crowd, right? So I think the first thing about environmental stewardship is awareness. Okay, it is awareness. And so this 2-day program, which has been arranged by our Xavier College, is definitely going to improve our awareness and your awareness about the problems and challenges that are faced by the environment. But it's not just awareness, right? Is it good just to be aware? You must be able to take action. You must be able to take steps to protect and preserve the environment. And each one of you, here has the power to make a difference. You may make simple lifestyle changes. I remember when I was in hostel, maybe 25 years ago, when I was standing in front of a tap which was nothing like me, and I left the tap open. It didn't really strike me at that point of time, but there's a lot of water wastage happened, and then another hostelized and closed the tap. So simple lifestyle measures which you can think about. Simple things. Each simple act that you do will collectively help in saving and protecting our environment. So all these things we are talking about, we are not about the word carbon footprint. Carbon footprint. This is the word. So when we take care of all these little small lifestyle measures, we have been reducing the carbon footprint. And I would encourage all of you all to look at ways in which you can help the environment, to preserve the environment. Okay, tree planting. Okay, and participating in cleanups. Don't say that this is not my area. You can be the start. You can be the person who can initiate the cleanup and the restoration project. So each action, however small it is, will contribute finally to a larger goal. I don't know someone, like many churches over the past few years have been observing this thing which is called a green Lent. A green Lent is a period where you observe a period of fasting, giving up some things before Easter, and each of the 7 weeks is dedicated towards making people aware of the problems the environment is and taking actions to help the environment. Most of you would have heard of this young girl. I'm sure you must be thinking Greta Thunberg, but I'm not talking about her. She's the most recent, highlight, the most famous personality which comes about when you think about environmental stewardship. But even way before her, this whole passion about environmental stewardship has been there for the past 30 years. There was a young girl called Xavier, and she's a Canadian girl who, in the 1992 Rio Summit, spoke to the adult population and urged them to think about their actions. And she was the start of, in that summit was where the Kyoto Protocol which came about, where people looked at ways of reducing global warming. So her speech was a very powerful speech, and it's one of the talked about speeches when we talk about preserving the environment. So I encourage all of you to think of yourself, all of you sitting here, as the driving forces of change. The future is in your hands. And one of the exciting things I find about you is that you all come up with such wonderful ideas. I'm sure the next 2 days you'll see a variety of ideas which will come out from all of you for these competitions and different competitions that you will be taking part on. Think outside the box on how you can protect the environment. And I would say don't just do it for the next 2 days. After these 2 days, you must keep working at this. Okay? And in order to help the environment, sometimes you as a young person may need to take a bold stand. You may need to take a bold statement against things which can hurt the environment. And you must not be scared to make a stand. So coming back to where I started with, environmental stewardship. Okay? I said you are the owners of the environment. You own it. You have a responsibility. Okay, so remember these words. You have a responsibility to take care of it. You are accountable. You may say, who am I accountable to? Okay? You are accountable to God. You are accountable to each other. You are accountable to the future generations. You are accountable to the animals and the plants that are around you. So there's so many things that you are accountable to. Okay? And finally, once you have done your part, you will receive a reward. So ownership, responsibility, accountability, and reward. You may say, what reward will I get? Some people will get rewards during these 2 days. Some may not. Okay, but your participation itself is a good step. But many a times they go unnoticed by man. So man may not realize what you do, but finally what you do will be rewarded by God. So I would urge you to stand in solidarity and be the guardians, not of the galaxy, but guardians of the planet Earth. Okay? The time of action is now. I wish the organizing team at Xavier College all the best in the smooth conduct of the activities that are planned for the next 2 days. And I hope this fest will encourage and challenge you to make environmental stewardship a lifetime commitment. Not just for these 2 days, but a lifetime commitment. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspiring words and keeping us in stewardship. Now, I humbly request Reverend Dr. Jyoti Reddy S.A., President, Xavier Board of Higher Education in India, to deliver a presidential address.
Our illustrious, learned chief guest, the Christian Dr. Vinila Thakur, dear Reverend Sister Dr. Jay Shanti, the principal, dear Reverend Sister Teresa, the Secretary General of the Xavier Board, India, dear Reverend Sister Dr. Kamala, the Vice Principal, dear Reverend Sister Dr. Arokya, the Vice Principal, dear Professor Samuel, dear Deans, dear HODs, dear staff members, dear MCs, dear student volunteers, and my dear beloved friends. Good morning to every one of you. Thanks a lot for that response. Now, 4 questions. How many of you have been to the ocean or to the sea? Lift up your hands. How many of you have been inside the ocean? Not even a single one. Check. So tomorrow we need to conduct a tour to the ocean. Do we agree with me or not? Shall we? Yes. Now, how many of you have climbed the trees? Again, you just check. How many of you have climbed the trees? Just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Yes, very good. How many of you know more than 100 birds? How many of you know more than 100 birds? I will give you this as a prize. Not even a single student over here. How many of you know more than 100 fruits? No. How many of you know more than 100 animals? Yes. This is what, dear friends, we are into. You are the chosen generation. You are chosen from many students to be here on this day to witness this beautiful inauguration. And you are here as leaders. You are better than us. And who is the leader? As for Maxwell, the leader is the one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. What is that a leader knows? A leader knows about the vision of himself and about the institution that he is running. And a leader is the one who converts that vision into action. Friends, each and every one of you has a vision. If you are a leader, if you are a born leader, and if you are making up yourself to be a leader, definitely you have a vision. And if you have a vision, and you need to convert that vision into action. And if you are not converting that vision into action, you are not going to be a leader. You are only claiming that you are yourself as a leader. No, that shouldn't happen. Promises can never take the place of performance. Fine words can never replace fine deeds. Yes, all of us have promised to ourselves, to our institutions, and to our parents and to our staff that I am going to be a leader. Leader in protecting the environment. And that's why this beautiful topic that we are discussing on this day, that is youth environmental stewardship. Yes. And it has 4 concepts. What are those 4 concepts? Nothing but 4 H. What are they? Anybody? Yes. Yes, one student is there. Excellent. Head, heart, hands, and head. These are the 4 concepts for youth environmental stewardship. Friends, remember, intellectual education influences the head. All of us are pursuing education. Intellectual education influences the head. But what is that education that we are pursuing? We are pursuing a lot of information in the name of education. Unfortunately, this information is not going to serve us. And this information has to be converted into knowledge. And even knowledge is not a power. Knowledge should be converted into what? Wisdom. Knowledge should be converted into wisdom, and wisdom into action. So, these 4 steps you need to come up if you really want to be a leader. And I said intellectual education influences your head. And value-based education influences your heart. Value-based education influences your heart. We are here from so many religions, and we have We simply take it and read it. And we don't bother which grain has come from where. We don't bother about it. Now, this is the time for you to learn about where the grains are coming from. And from today onwards at least, you need to commit yourself. Madam was telling about accountability and responsibility. Yes, we need to be responsible people, and we need to be accountable to ourselves, because our family members love us, our society loves us, and at the same time, no, our mentors, they do love us. That's why we need to be very much accountable and we need to be responsible. And the third one is skill-based education enhances your hands. Skill-based education enhances your hands. These days, we speak a lot about skills, because the knowledge, the information, the knowledge, the wisdom, no, finally converts into action. Action is nothing but the skill. All of us need to have the skill. And no, madam may be having high professional skill because she is a doctor. And if she doesn't have a skill, she cannot be going cutting, operating. I'm sorry, I'm using a no specific word. So we need to have, whatever the studies you are pursuing, what is your future, what is your option, what are you going to become? You need to get convinced yourself that I am going to become this. That will help you to become what you want. And finally, nature education. Nature education, whatever the things I mentioned right in the beginning, we need to know about our own nature. We are living in the cradle of our nature. And if we ignore it, the nature also will ignore us. The nature also will ignore us. So that's why, friends, no, nature's education will influence great health. It brings great health. And if you are not connected to the nature, definitely we will be missing something here. We will be missing. So that's why today itself, going playing Dashiland in the sense, you know, what is Dashiland in Tamil? I don't know what you say. In Telugu we call Burda. We call it Burda. That means wetland. Go and play in wetland. Because this everybody has done it. In the rainy season you must have walked in the wetland. No? We need to be in touch with nature in order to take the blessings of the nature. So these students, you are going to commit yourself to be the most responsible people, and that's in order to commit yourself, in order to be of yourself, what you need to have is you need to have the blessings of God. You need to have the blessings of God. No? Because there is no problem too big that God cannot solve it. There is no mountain too tall that He cannot move it. And there is no sorrow too deep that He cannot solve it. Everything is possible to God. Everything is possible to God. So we need to depend on God. And who is our first God? Immediately most of you can think of the nature is our first God. Because no, let's not think about any religion. The nature is our first God. That's why we need to know about our nature, the nature that we are dwelling with. Sister has beautifully brought forth about the flora and fauna of this institution. At least we need to be aware. All the auxiliary college students should be aware how much flora and how much fauna is enjoyed by this college. We need to be aware of that, because when we know, you have plenty of knowledge. So with that aspiration, you need to go around. A word about Xavier Board. In India, we have around 670 Catholic higher educational institutions. Higher education means above plus 2. Be it the medical colleges, be it the engineering colleges, or be it the degree and PG colleges, or other professional colleges. We have 672 colleges, and we have the office in Bangalore. Sister Dr. Teresa is the General Secretary, and she is there 24 hours. And this association brings in lot of innovative ideas. We bring in lot of innovative ideas by organizing so many forums, so many seminars, and so many workshops, bringing into the limelight of the students they are the leaders. And you are the best leaders. Wish you all the best. God bless you.
Thank you, Reverend Father, for the exuberant and interactive process, stimulating every one of us to be protectors of our environment. May I now invite Dr. Sister Teresa, CSSP, Secretary Director, Xavier Board of Higher Education in India, to deliver the keynote address. Please, Sister.
President of the Board of Higher Education in India, Chief Guest Dr. Vellore, Vice Principal Dr. Mr. Amla, Professor Samuel Johnson, Dr. Xavier, Dr. Sister Xavier, Manager Sister Lady Gujari, respected faculty members, your basically the conveners, and my dearly beloved students and participants. It's an honor and privilege for me to be here. I have seen this college many times when I was working as principal in Sacred Arts and Science College, Vellore. At the initial stage, I had to go to the university, Vellore University many times, and I had to pass this way all the stage. So I looked at the auxiliary college. Once I came, but I did not enter it. Now, as I entered, and I experienced that it's a green campus. There's a green management with warm hospitality, and there's green faculty members all green attire. And when I look at you, dear students, you are looking evergreen. So I think that green campus is the right place for us to discuss on this certain ecological issues that we will discuss. Krishna or institution. From our point of view, to explain what the responsibility of the present generation and what if we don't do our responsibility, what will happen to our future generation. That is your extension. And Dr. Jyoti Reddy, a biotechnologist, from his point of view to explain the pertinent need of taking some action with your heart and head regarding this, or what will happen to our planet. I am not a biotechnologist or a science person. I am harnessed by profession and a religious by vocation. We are saving, isn't it? So taking into account these two things, I need to share with you certain points. Why is yes? Yes means, Sister Vaishnavi explained quite well, that is youth, environmental, students. Okay? And Dr. Vellore also explained what is stewardship, that is, the earth is yours. I would go a little more, spiritual sensitive. Stewardship, ownership, plus taking care of. We are all sojourners. We are passing through. Nobody is going to stay on this planet forever. Anyone? No. So, you think we will go first or second or what it is, and all people have to be in this world, preparing the earth for the coming generation. That is called stewardship. She explained it very well and just affirming it. And you are the right persons to take this topic. That's of course, okay, with the learning goals, you can explain it very well. And you have started it, and I congratulate the IISc College and the University for this. As an economist, I wish to share
because you said youth environmental stewardship. I was just thinking the relationship between the youth and the environment. Why we are focusing more on youth? As an economist, I should say that we should just look into for 1 minute the amount of dividends in India. I hope you understand what is the economic growth brought on by a change in the structure of country's population. You know that population is almost 1.45 billion. And if you take a statistics, you will know 59% of the total population in India below 25, that is working age population, below 25 age. And if you go up to 35, age 35, it is 68% of the total population in India. That means 1 billion population in India are in the working age population. Okay, that's the importance of youth. And we can also see that the investment the federal government is investing on youth and education is almost 1.13 trillion rupees. That is 11300 billion rupees. Huge amount is invested. Now, why it is so? That is the power of youth to make India a superpower in 2025. Okay, that's the main agenda. As Swami Vivekananda said, give me 100 energetic youth in India, and I shall transform the entire India. Why? Because youth are the trendsetters and change makers. Okay? So, with this, because you have a lot of power within you, you saw it in the first prayer song, the power within you, and how much you have the interconnectedness. We are not independently working. We are interdependent. That's what Xavier told. We are focusing on collaborative networking in every field for that matter. Because we can stay financially viable also every field. Okay, so coming to environment, why youth? Because youth are change agents. Change agents. I'm not going to explain everything because we have had enough complex on this. And we said, you are future leaders to lead the nation, the world, and the ecosystem. The ecological system is in our ecosystem. There are different meanings. The ecological system. Why I say this is because it's part of me. As an economist, I have made a study on it, on environmental sustainability, and I have written a book also called A Treasure Within Towards Eco-Spirituality for a New Millennium. So I know that what will happen if we don't take our planet Earth. Thirdly, you are digital natives. You have innovative power, technology, digital natives. For me, I'm in my 60s, I can say I'm a digital mindfulness. So that difference is there. And again, you can say there's a lot of global collaboration in this line. You said, this was talking about UN agenda, and what I find is we must have a lot of collaborations in national level as well as international level in this line. And I would say we should have this intergenerational dialogue. See, those who are in our 60s, 70s, 80s and all were natives of this environmental issue. Natives. We know what exactly is. And if you have an intergeneration, older, newer, and your generation, if you have an intergenerational dialogue, you get lots of ideas how to tackle the challenges of this environmental issues now. So, as they said, this environmental stewardship is a very important task for the younger generation because you are influencing the present and future generations. And some of the key principles I would say is sustainability of conservation. Conservation, when we say there is protection, preservation, protection,
conservation of natural habitats and responsible consumption. When we say responsible consumption, I want to share with you, you all might have heard of one wisdom shot of Steve Jobs. Have you heard wisdom shot of Steve Jobs? You know who is Steve Jobs? Have you heard of Steve Jobs? You are all technology persons, isn't it? Of course, he's an American businessman and is a founder of entrepreneurs. So, he was talking about the paradox of choices and the power of minimalism. Paradox of choices and the power of minimalism. You know, we are living in a world of number of choices. Even some of the students, girl students, my colleagues saying, even though we are not able to get a partner, a lot of options are there. Matrimonial options, choices, dating options, delivery options, and so on. So we are created with many options which we never had earlier. In our time, we had Doordarshan, TV channel, with one movie a week, and so on. We used to go to one house with the serial. Now we have in your hand, with your mobile, OTT platform, and you can select any language. It's too much. So this eating choices will lead us to delay indecision and consequently dissatisfaction. So that is one thing, you know, one of choice. Even if you go to a restaurant earlier, you go to the restaurant, take the menu card and pick up whatever you want. Now you can sit at home with your mobile and you see all the hotel's menu sheet because food ordering app is very big. So times have changed, choices have expanded. In this situation, we have to go to the other side. See, I told you I am in coming to the profession of religious education. I don't want you to be a religious, but to sustainable growth ways we have to come to this power of minimalism. That's what Steve Jobs said, because he said, ardent fan of Zen. He said, we need to have this power of minimalism. Only those we need to have urgently. Let us leave aside all that is not needed for us. So live with the minimum. That is the power of minimalism. That is, he says, happiness lies in less is more. So when we have less, our mind will be internally we are free, externally also we are free. We are able to create a wide space for us, but we can be more creative. Okay? So this is what I wish to bring to your attention. The practical side of it, to have a sustainable growth of our ecological system. So I take this opportunity to congratulate the conveners, coordinators, organizers, and also stakeholders of this event for their dedication and commitment for this youth environmental stewardship. And as we embark on this journey together, let us remember that the choices we make today will shape the world tomorrow. So let us strive for sustainability in everything we do, from our daily habits to our professional pursuits. Let us be guardians of this environment, custodians of biodiversity, and champions of social justice. So let us seize this particular moment, Egyptian fiesta, to ignite change and to inspire action and leave a positive legacy for our future generations and generations to come. So God bless you. All the best for this glorious program.
For explicating the connection between youth and environment and the importance of youth in building a better environment. Thank you, sister. I now call upon Dr. Suresh, Assistant Professor and Head, PG and Research Department of Business Administration, Convener, AIIC Engineering College, to please propose the vote of thanks to the inauguration of guests.
Lord, Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory in the heavens. Psalm 8:1 of the Bible is about nature and creation. We are giving thanks and praise to our Lord who has created our entire world. When we take the time to appreciate the world around us, we are not only drawn closer to God, but we can also feel more connected to His creation. Thanking our Almighty, I stand here with a profound sense of gratitude and immense joy as I extend my heartfelt thanks on behalf of Auxiliary College to each one of you for raising the inauguration of National Ignition Youth Fiesta 2024 with your presence. We are truly honored to have the privilege of hosting our distinguished youthful guest, Dr. Vinila Chapo, the Deputy Director, Christian Medical College, Vellore. Doctor, your presence has added an extra layer of significance and inspiration to this event, and we are sincerely grateful for your time, wisdom, and gracious participation. Our deepest appreciation and gratitude is for Dr. Reverend L. Jyoti, President, and Dr. Sister Lisa, Secretary General, and all the members of the Xavier Board of Higher Education in India for joining hands with us in organizing this program. Your wisdom and words have set a positive tone for the entire youth, inspiring all of us to strive for excellence and make a positive ecological impact around us. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to the distinguished speakers, Mr. Samuel Johnson, Assistant Professor, Assistant Director, Center for Teaching and Learning, and faculty at VIT School of Business, VIT University, and Dr. Gio Fernandez, Dean of Management Studies and International Affairs, St. Albert's College, Ernakulam, Kerala, for giving their consent for the program. I express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Sister Josephine Rani, the Secretary of the College, Dr. Sister Deshanti, the Principal of the College, Dr. Sister Deshi, the Controller of Examinations, Dr. Sister Amala Valanmadi, Vice Principal of Shift 1, and Sister Juliana Victor, Vice Principal of Shift 2, for their presence and guidance. They are the pillars of the college who always commit and dedicate themselves to raise the quality of the college to achieve its potential. A special thanks to the organizing committee and secretaries of both Auxiliary Education and Integration Center and Research Cell, student volunteers, and everyone involved in the meticulous planning and execution of this youth program to create a memorable and impactful experience. The contribution of press and photographer in today's fast-paced media landscape is commendable, and I appreciate and acknowledge their presence. Last but certainly not least, we extend our gratitude to the faculty and students of Auxiliary College and the neighboring colleges for their presence. Your presence will definitely add immense joy, beauty, and warmth to the occasion, and we hope you will experience wonderful memories. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey with Xavier Board. Let us carry the spirit of today's event, fostering collaboration, innovation, responsibility, and success. We look forward for many more shared moments. Good stewardship of the environment is not just a personal responsibility, it is a public value as responsible citizens. But more than that, it is our calling as stewards of the earth. Once again, thank you everyone for your presence. We look forward to the continued success of today and